everybody, and welcome back to our Kansas Gaming. Kansas here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Wrong Move Requiem scenario. Alright guys, I've been working long and hard trying to figure out what went wrong. And basically, it was quite simple. I had done the unthinkable mistake, and I'll get to that in just a moment. If you guys are new to this channel, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Alright guys, well, the main thing that I did wrong, if I go into this broadcast controller, I can show you, if I can find the right one, is under the recorder tasks, I had not selected the correct beacon. So when I was placing the waypoints, I was placing them on what the community calls the global GPS system rather than the beacon GPS system. Global is the fixed point in space, you know, so like, I don't know, where I've placed the GPS for, say, these wrecks over here. Whereas the global is relative to the building. So as you can imagine, in this particular case, rather than being along this path, or in this case I think actually the path is more like that now, it was trying to dock over there, where the Requiem was, past tense. So, having figured that out and playing with a few settings, and then also adding on a host of new ion thrusters, I managed to get this thing to land. And just to show you that I am absolutely spot on the money for once. Come on. Okay. Let's take off the... Oh, wrong way. Wow, does a lot of damage. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll spin her around, you know, place her in a... something like that. Oh, blimey, I've done it again. I keep doing this by mistake. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this because it's... frankly, it's annoying me that I keep on adding the wrong thing. So basically now I've turned on the AI behaviors for the task manager. I'm turning on the play. So now let's get rid of all the excess. I know it's a bit dark, but I mean we can always add in some lights in a minute to be able to illuminate our path. Just grab a bit of coffee just to wet the whistle. Right, there's the Requiem above us. Coming in to point 3, point 4, and lock. Engines off, batteries in recharge. There we have it. Managed to achieve a rather impressive little feat there. So now I've got that in place, I need to now figure out like the next task, which is, if you guys remember, I set up where is it, along here, one of these action relays, and we've got 2 on here, so I need to figure out how to get to the channels from that, because I've yet to actually try this. So rather than going inside to do this, I'm going to do this outside, and then I'm going to then work on it inside later on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this inventory out. Let's add in one of our control panels, preferably the one with the buttons on it. No, that's an LCD. That's the one with the buttons. There we go. Do what we can there. Okay. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need one to broadcast to this to dock and one to broadcast for this to come back, basically. So I think for this I might need a timer block. I'm assuming. I'm guessing. Okay. So I think first things first, let's go and have a look at the action relay. So this one would be the action relay for the Requiem. Should have actually marked that down. Okay, so set up actions. This is for signal received, so I can't do anything there. So yeah, this is going to have to be a timer block jobby. So I think what I'm going to do then is those are going to be half blocks. What are these? Light armor blocks. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll take two of those. Wait for everything to spawn in. Right, we'll add in some timer blocks. Where's the one with the panel? And we'll turn it into our sci-fi armor. So we're going to have like the two of them. Like that one. Right, so... Oh! Oh no. There we go. I think I hit tab on that one to sort of scroll through this lot, I think. Right, so we've got timer, Requiem timer block 2. So that's... what's that? That's port... Hold on, what side are we on? Port left in the bottle. Okay, so that is the port side. So... oh, what do they call this? Sorry, my brain has just had a temporary spasm. Connector. Okay. So, port connector. We'll have this as docking. And then port connector. Undock. I don't know. I can't think of the correct term for it basically going off and doing its own thing. Right, so we'll have that on silent with let's have a 5-second delay on these. As if a crew's going to it or something. Okay, so we'll have set up action relay. So set channel. I think it's set channel 2. Just want to double check this because I don't want to have it undock when I want it to dock and vice versa. Yeah, I deliberately said that wrong. is going on? There we go. Not entirely sure what happened there. Alright, so that's for ammo low. That's around beacon. I think it was this one here actually. Sorry, I went to the wrong one. Channel 1. That's meant to be unlocked. Right, so it is channel 2 for docking. So where did I throw that? I threw it somewhere important and safe. Problem is I can't remember where the hell that was. There we are. So set up actions. There we go. So yeah, so it's basically channel 2. So where am I heading? Not a clue. So docking, set up actions. So we've got set channel 2, and then we've got send signal. And that should be everything for that one. This one here, you're going to do the same idea, but this time we're going to go set channel to channel 1. Call it set 1. You can call it whatever you want. You could actually call it undock and docking if you really wanted to, but yeah, at the moment it just makes more sense. Okay, so we now got our two relays, sorry, our two timers, sorry, set up to do what we want. So if we now go timer and we go, yeah, so we're button 1 as start, and we'll have, I'm going to go button 3 as start for the docking procedure. So hopefully this will work. I have to wait off 5 seconds. The timer block's counting down. Our ship's moving away to do its maneuvers. So it's all set to sort of like a random flight path, so I don't really know what it's doing half the time. Okay, let's get it to dock again. So I've now sent it the signal. This should be amusing to watch. Possibly catastrophic. What in the Lord's name are you doing, sir? Because the starting point's about there. Oh, that was mighty bloody close. Where are you going? Alright, well that is correct. To a certain point. Because I now believe it's stopped and has turned off all its engines. No, it hasn't turned off its engines. What are you doing? I'm sure the space frame is getting in the way, but, you know...
Meteor storm inbound.
Alright, let's get out of the way. See what it does. Alright, so technically it does work. Cool. Technically it does work. It's just might have to set it a couple of times to actually get it to work. Alright.
Inventory full.
Alright, well, let's get up to the bridge. Okay, didn't open the door again. Okay, let's grab a bit of energy and then we can figure out what we're going to do in terms of where we're going to set up this console. But it's great that it works. In fact, I'm actually really... I'm impressed. I mean, we can also have it set up, I don't know, let's say control group 9, just so that we know where it is. So we'll have so let's see, channel 1, so I have it PT connector, undock 1, because we know that's then channel 1, and we'll then have send signal. Actually, no, let's remove that. Let's actually have no, yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's have that separated. So if we then have channel 2 as port side connector, docking 2. Yeah, so we now know what we've got there. And then what we'll have here is the same for the right hand one, so the we know what we're doing. I mean, we could actually have it so that that is, I don't know, somewhere in the middle, so we'll have 5 as set channel, and then we can have 7 and 9 for the starboard one once we get a ship in there. Because I want a ship that's going to be a railgun ship as well. There isn't one that I've found so far that is an NPC ship. I mean, this was just quite nice that I was able to salvage that and use it as a means to rework it. If you saw in the last episode even, I managed to space my my little drone from, well, frankly, from carelessness. I mean, I'm just going to be real with you on that one. It was just, frankly, carelessness. Alright, let's get rid of some of this excess that I've got that I don't need to carry around with me. the real test of all of this is going to be having a static enemy object and then seeing if we can get these guys to attack it once I've released them. But for now, I think I'm going to need to create my little railgun ship. We'll call it. So let's get that out of there. You're going to have small conveyors. I need batteries. We'll have the weapons systems because this is mostly just going to be a glorified weapons platform. I'm sure I'm missing something out of all of this. Probably am, actually. I'm not sure what I'm missing yet. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with big old warfare battery. Then couple that with the actual railgun itself. Well, for that, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to put a conveyor block in there. Because I want that opportunity, if I need to be able to feed through the back end into the railgun. I mean, ideally speaking, I really want it to be able to fire this multiple times, but I don't think that's going to be possible. So I think we're going to have to supplement it with something else to be able to make this viable. So what we got? Rockets, fireworks. So yeah, I mean, we could have it like fire like a humongous colossal array of rockets. Give me a moment. I think what I'm going to do. Right. Having a think about it, I think what I might do is I am going to use like turrets and things like that. However, I'm going to like put them on a more exterior surface. Xperia? What am I on about? So let's connect this up as an alternate means of feeding through for now. So at the moment what we've got is just literally a big gun. Want tons of batteries. So it's probably going to be, might be enough batteries. I mean, I'm not really 100% sure. Again, it's all going to be down like field testing and things like that. That's what I'm after. A cargo box for like storing like all of our ammo in. Okay. So far so good. again, like I say, I'm sort of making all of this up as I'm going along. I've got no clue what the finished, polished version of this is going to look like. So I think do something like that. I have a nice big pair of engines on the back to catapult it forward. Then there we go. Ooh. Not close enough. So that's all directional thrusters. So at the moment, it is just literally just a big gun. I mean, I could joke, I could actually put like maybe a handle on the bottom of this, make it look like a big old gun, but you know, I'm not going to do that. I saw somebody do that once, actually. It looked quite cool. In fact, actually, I think it was actually in an anime. They had like a bit that went down, and it was like a battery area actually for the railgun itself. No, that wasn't it. No, what it was, sorry, now I remember. It was actually the sabots for the railgun. So it was like the magazine. It was really actually quite an interesting idea. Okay, so I'm gonna go on a limb here and say we're out of thruster components. Okay, access point. Right there. Right, what can we do? Can we make any? See what we can make. If any at all. You're joking, just the one. That was it! Alright. Well, mind you saying that, it's got a nice profile to it. So what I'm thinking is if when we put like a bit of heavy armor on it, we could do maybe something like this. So it sort of like comes in, like tapers in on the engines. We've got space there to put things like our action relays and stuff like that. So that's all like defended. I'm going to need to figure out a way of like maybe putting something down here as well to shield all this stuff. Maybe even turn them into armoured. I haven't yet got a clue. But I think I'm going to need to go salvage some additional ships from the surrounding area before I can do that. Just to be able to get these engines online. I will however, I will start thinking ahead about what I need to do next. So I think what I'm going to do is this one here. Yeah, if we have as like a reinforced armor, Let's replace out those with a connector. That'll do for now. Yeah. I mean, I could, if I can find it, I could use one of these if I really wanted to. Not sure how much better that is. Honestly though, in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking a standard connector. Just to be able to connect up. And that'll give us a little bit of room. I mean, it's not going to be perfect for the Requiem. I know. But we're going to have to do something anyway. Right, okay. I think now if we get the TT-15, dock this up with the Requiem, then at least we can utilise the Requiem as a conduit to be able to power and charge the batteries of the our new railgun drone. What's going to be a good place to set down? Probably behind the engine pods would be a good idea, I think. Why am I not connecting down on it? And I'm pushing it down, unfortunately, as well, so I've now got to play catch up as well as somehow safely connect down. There we go. Alright, biggest problem we've got at the moment is this ship is now fighting back. Don't want it to fight back. I was saying about using the Requiem. I mean, we don't necessarily have to. We've got a spare port over there we could use. Alright, I'm going to use... Problem is I can't get the right angle. Wrong way. There we go. It's going to take a little bit just to... Right, dampeners on. Bingo! Alright. Now the railgun is where it needs to be. This is another reason why I need to replace the TT-15 is it drifts far too easily. There we go.
No fuel.
So what we can now do is use the build vision mod. We can switch that lock. Let's find something that we can use here. So like here, we've got a series of batteries. Fortunately, I haven't named them, so I'm going to have to go through a lot of this and actually do a naming convention, obviously off camera. I think it's all of the batteries. Yep. So we'll have this as drone, railgun 1, batteries, and we'll throw that into recharge mode. I think that one there is absolutely drained. Yeah, current output is 0 watts. Store power, there we go, 505. So it is pretty much empty. So it's going to take a while for that to all power, charge up. I mean, so we could work on the exterior surfaces and all that sort of thing, but for right now, we need a victim. I mean, a donor. So we'll drop all that off. Let's go into that group there. We'll add that into our build planner. Can I withdraw 3 superconductors? Well, that's not good, is it? We need those superconductors. So, oh snap! Okay, where are we going to get superconductors from? Because these use thruster components. That just uses thruster components. So the only thing that's got superconductors in it is that, and I don't really want to take that apart. Ah. Rock, hard place, rock. Ah, oh, ding dong darn it. What else is the superconductors in it? And what the... Oh, it's a decoy. Ah, good idea. Need one of those. actually. I don't want to take anything apart. It's all good stuff. It's all got a purpose and a plan and a... Looks awesome. Bother. Let's try for D. I'm going to do something stupid. As long as I can find something I can actually get to. Easily. Aha! So there's a missile drone over here. Hopefully this will be far enough away. Because what I'm going to do... Oops. What have I got on target one? Dude, you're meant to be friendly! Okay. That was weird. Oh, okay. There we go. So we've got the 3 of those. Turn that back off. Because this is going to be the fun part. Trying to get close enough. I think I'm going to drop out of sight of that turret. Well, saying that, I mean, I built that that railgun. I mean, we could also use this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to salvage this one for parts, and then I'm going to then utilize the railgun because of the fact that, like I said, I need that long range punch coupled with the ability to, you know, launch tons of missiles. So I'm sort of going to have it like a missile boat. It's in a way a form of destroyer. I've already got quite a bit of it. So far, so good. We're starting to get the bits and pieces. This hacking tool has just been a godsend. You can see what it's up to at the moment. I mean, thinking about it, it is actually the sort of tool that we would have if we were actually doing salvage. Still haven't figured out how to get it so that it limits the amount of the ships that it spawns in. But I'll keep looking. Maybe I've just overlooked it. I mean, I've done it before. Come on, hacking computer, do your thing. Well, there's certain things I can get access to, though. So I now should be able to move around without being shot at. Okay, can I get inside? Nope, access denied. I admit that I do like this, how they've done this. I mean, this is quite cool. Alright, that's a viewport. Not sure what this is meant to be. Any ideas? Well, a sliding hatch door isn't exactly that good anyway. Sliding hatch door is incomplete, it says. So transfer to me. How much of this actually is still to be hacked? So turn the AI behaviors off. I don't want it actually doing anything stupid. Right, let's hope this works. Because that door isn't... Whew, that was a relief. Ah, so that's a pressurizing thing. Oh, now that's neat. Oh, I like how they used like the Willis dot. That's cool, I like that. Right, as this is all set to me, I should be able to get back to my station without being shot at. Gotta admit, it is quite a nice little like drone ship, isn't it? Not drone ship, sorry, almost like a police ship. You know, from like, and I guess like things like oh damn it! You name me a you name me a movie. You know what I'm on about, guys. Right. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of those things there. Take back that. going to set all of that to nobody. What is attacking? No! Don't attack! Oh, feck it. Not quite what I had in mind. And she's listing slightly because all the engines are gone. If we can slow it down, even by a bit. And I don't think it's working at all. Oh well. Well, that was not quite what I had in mind. Completely forgot I should also have these weapons turn off when it docks. Right, AI record a task. Cruiser 1. Okay. Oh, that's a timer block that's no longer needed. Right, which one of these was undocking? Right, so this one was undocking. So we all want in here. All of that. Alright, okay. And we still need a load more. Yeah. I mean, it's slowly being dismantled. I think we're going to need to go and get ourselves another wreck. Okay. What's we got? It's safe to get. And get quickly. Probably that's something that's close-ish by. Six over there. DVTC OR3 puller. That might be one to try. Because I think... at least I'm hoping that'll be far enough away from that those vultures. I'm hoping it doesn't bolt over. Something else is attacking. Oh! Yeah, that vulture. Alright. I'm glad I got invulnerability on, otherwise I'll be dead. Getting close to one of these things is hard. Alright. Gonna leave. Hopefully I've pushed him far enough away. However, what I will do, set myself at a relative distance away. Yeah, here comes that vulture again. What are you doing? You're not attacking, but you are staying at arm's length. So what are you doing? Weird. That is mighty weird. I've lost my mark. Oh, great. Where is it? I shouldn't have turned my back on it. mean, you see what I mean by a sea of signals out here. I mean, it's so hard to find what I'm looking for. Oh, it was right there all along. It's quite funny to watch. It's not actually my computer, it's actually a glitch. You're a certain point near to one of these, it can't actually target you. Just sure I'll put that nearer now. Alright, that's better. Can now do manoeuvres without having to worry about these turrets. Hence why I'm playing with like the invulnerability on this, because I'm just sort of sick and tired of reloading the game. It takes literally about half an hour every time I want to reload. Oh, that's quite cool. Pipe that does what exactly? Oh man, don't have access yet. Okay. I do have access to the bed, so I can recharge at least. Alright. Turn off some of these behaviours. Where is the flight seat? I know it when I see it. Is that it? Bridge helm? It is. Oh, now actually, that is quite snazzy. Still no access. Nice view though. Okay. No gravity device. Come on, hacking computer. Do your thing. Okay. It's really these two that I need now, so it's just a case now of just waiting, and once we get this back to the station, we'll call this episode done, and I'll just keep on going until, you know, I've got the parts that I need for the railgun. Come on. Come on, you got this. I love how the bridge helm is like 1 in 100 chance. I mean, it's all just about waiting, isn't it? I mean, probably going to have to take out that vulture. Because I have a feeling that's trying to get at me. If I'd taken enough for 2, I could have actually gone after that while I'm dealing with this. But, there we go. Come on. Hack this stuff. You can do it! Alright, well that's the defensive AI sorted out. Just waiting on bridge helm access, which I think is now going to just keep on cycling through until it gets it. Now being the last component, that is. Yay! We now got access to the helm. Okay, so let's have this go to the Requiem. Have that AI behavior on. We'll have the flight on. So if I actually, okay, why are we not moving? Engines are all good. I think controllers will turn off. Gyroscopes are good, no override on them. Timer blocks off. Alright, I'm confused. Why ain't you moving? Battery. Store power 2.77, 2.77, 2.77. So batteries are not the problem. And it looks like the cargo section actually separates off of this. That's cool. Alright, I think I'm going to have to do this one manually. Question is how am I going to find it again? GPS, new from current. Make it sort of like a, I don't know, green so that we can locate it in space. Oh, wrong one. Right, now where's that wandering vulture? There you are. For this, however, I am going to put myself as untargetable because these things have a tendency to keep on moving back and ending up in that moon. Which can be really frustrating, especially if you just want to dismantle the sucker, you know. Right, cool. Also, now that it can't see us, it ain't going to try and move in some really weird and wonderful ways. So I can now dock there. Seems to be cycling around this puller. But yeah, this is what I've been doing, guys, is just slowly but surely gathering these I'm going to call them wrecks because they don't seem to do anything. I'm going to keep on looking through, see if I can find a way of reducing the number of them other than just plain deleting them. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here, guys. I'm going to catch you next time on Archangelus Gaming. I hope you guys have a blessed day. You know, remember to be your brother's keeper. I'll see you next time. God bless. Bye for now.